Hey guys, it's Tino here, and got some delicious background music playing, and we're gonna do some Monster Power 1 Inferno loot runs in Act 2. Basically just gonna stick with the Vault of Assassin runs that I like to do, and yeah, see if we can't get some essences, maybe do a little bit of crafting, maybe not because I have very little money, but we will see how it goes. So I'm listening to some Final Fantasy VII piano tracks, just because that is nostalgic for me, and God, whoever the piano player is just beyond ridiculously good. It's awesome. Okay, so once we're not lagging ferociously, holy crap. Come on, there we go. So I'm starting to alter my build. I'm trying to break away from the Maximus fire damage build. The reason for this is I feel like the Mage Fist gloves are too much of a handicap, really. Like once you start getting higher in your DPS, the 20% fire damage does not make up for the difference in DPS that, say, like a pair of trifecta gloves can give you. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I feel like the further along you get in that fire damage stacking build, the I don't know, the less it scales with your DPS, you know, because you're sort of forsaking all the potential that an item slot can have due to the Mage Fist. Maximus is not that much of a hindrance, and Maximus is actually quite a fantastic item, and it's part of the reason that I'm making this build switch work. Thankfully the Maximus I have is quite high DPS, so I'm not hitting as quickly as I should, but well, because I'm not, dual wielding weapons, but I am certainly hitting pretty hard. Not anything crazy, but I'm doing pretty well in terms of the overall DPS here. I don't like you. I'll chop you and tornado you. I think the best thing about this build is that you can just fly through these Monster Power 1 and Monster Power 0 runs. Absolutely fly through them. For several reasons. The most important one is because you're literally sprinting like almost the entire time. The second reason is you use the rune on Whirlwind that prevents your movement speed from being hindered. And that basically just means you can book it like the whole time, even when you're whirlwinding, as you can see. Na, 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 na. I'm the magic eraser. I wish I could mod out the visuals here of my barbarian and have him have like a bald head, because then he totally would be Mr. Clean. It would be amazing. And then the magic eraser reference would be even more pertinent than just being some silly StarCraft reference. Oh God, I love this music. I forget which one we're listening to. Still the fighting music. Cool. I think after this in the playlist it goes right to Genova, because my piano collections are out of order. Oh, elites. Yay! Please don't be jailer. Yep, this is the Genova's tune. Cool. Yes. Oh, I'm so quick. I'm so quick. Yes, and I'm sprinting and tornading. Tornadoing? Tornading. I tornado. That like hurt to say. I apologize for the shame that I bring upon myself and my viewers with that joke. Come on, come on. Here we go. Nope, scurry, scurry. Was the vault really like right next to the waypoint? That's gonna make me a sad panda. Oh, oh no, that wasn't a legendary, it was a gem. I heard the ping, and I was like, but it was not to be. And by the way, thank you, Diablo people, for, or I guess I should thank Blizzard. They've changed the legendary icon. It's quite significant now. Ooh, elites. You know, I'm gonna use my Wrath of the Berserker, because why the fruit not? Ha-chow, ha-chow. Alright, quickly. Quickly. Scurry. We're scurrying. Oh, it's out. Damn it. It's so hard to keep that wrath going. At least in the Desolate Sands, it's hard to do. So, any guesses as to where the vault is? Maybe all the way back down to the southwest? Oh! Ooh, a shrine. Hey, Fortune Shrine, let's get that and kill these turkeys. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. This build is so fun. Just look at me go! Whee! Hey, there's an essence. Thank you. I appreciate that. I surely do. So I'm thinking that it's all the way down to the southwest, unfortunately. Sprint. Sprinting. We're sprinting. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah. Bring me back to my nostalgic days of PlayStation 1 and Final Fantasy 7. I think I was like 9 or 10 when this game first fell into my lap. And I just, oh god, I love it. I love it. Love the storyline. I love the characters and their development, which is shockingly good. They really kind of outdid themselves when they did Final Fantasy VII. It's such a landmark game in terms of, well, for the time it was like, holy crap, can you believe the graphics that the PlayStation 1 can make? And also, it just had such incredible story writing. I mean, it was a little confusing towards the, I don't know, let's say the third quarter, just because Cloud like loses his memory and it's just like, huh? But it does make sense. There's a lot going on with his amnesia, and there's a cool love story between him and Tifa, and sort of Eris, who nobody really gets, and then, you know, cool shit happens, and blah, 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 blah. I don't know why I'm telling you the whole story of Final Fantasy VII. But it's a good one, let me tell you. Typical spiky blonde protagonist, as one would expect from the great Japanese culture. Well, at least when I get to the vault, I'm gonna have close to 5 stacks, if not 5 stacks. And the vault is right over here, yes. I will have 5 stacks. I will have more than 5 stacks, technically. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it feels so nice. Owie. Booyah! It's a shame I only got 1 rare from that. It is a shame. 1 rare and a tome. Damn it, the music's a little bit quiet. Whoopsie! Slay in all you fools. A couple of free rares, I'll take those. I should always pick up the tomes. Tomes are useful now. They are useful. And actually the hardest thing to keep in stock is the exquisite essence, because when you use them for the crafting recipe, it costs like 30 of them per creation. So it's just, man, they evaporate very quickly, even if you're breaking down all of your rares. which essentially I've been doing now. I used to sell them all because I always needed the money, but now I sort of need the crafting reagent. 2 pairs of Espaliers. Where do you get the nerve, Diablo? Ay, ay, ay. Na 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 na. Wish I could hear my music. Can kind of hear it. Very quiet. Oh well. Might be the Cosmo Canyon theme. Maybe it's the main theme. I think I just heard the main theme. Maybe that was Tifa's theme. I don't remember. Ooh, a Manitou mask. That'll be terrible. That will be terrible. My God, how outrageously awful. Chopping your noodles off. Hey! Hey! Oh, I hate the construct things. You. I hate you more than the elite pack I'm fighting. I'm gonna use my wrath thing. The exalted phantom bow plan is finally mine. Ha! 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 I'm gonna retire with all the gold I get from that. Anybody? Anything good? Nothing good? Really? Nothing? And my wrath ran out. Farts! Alrighty. So Heart of the Swarm comes out pretty soon. I am quite excited for that. I think I'm gonna have to do some StarCraft frapsing when we get to that point. Because who doesn't like a good game of StarCraft? I like killing a giant flock of skeletons. Flock? Murder? Gathering? Pod? Crew? What's a group of skeletons? Group? Phalanx? So many synonyms. Alright, you turkeys. Hey, hey. Where do you get off with the fear? Come on, stop doing that, you joiks. I just want to play. Don't scare me away. My scabbard, that might be good. Then again, belts tend to be awful all the time. Oh, and I know the Phantom Bow plan. Imagine if I got a legendary plan, I would literally like poop in my pants, like on fraps. I was gonna say on camera, but well, technically, I guess this could be considered on camera. Or can it? I don't know. Ha! Sucker! Alright. I got your number. I gotcha. Heaven Strand and an amulet. That's not too bad. 62 belt and an amulet. What level's the amulet? 60 amulet. That's kind of disappointing. That's kind of disappointing. Especially with the new crafting out. I don't read the forums that often, but I like to, you know, jump on it every once in a while. Sometimes if I'm having like I don't know, slow day at work, or maybe I'm home and I just gotta kill a couple of minutes or something, I'll jump on the forums and browse around. And I definitely hear where people are coming with, or let me try that again. Where people are coming from about the economy being hurt from these new crafting plans. With the onset of these craftable items, the shoulders, the bracers, the gloves, the chest piece. What else am I missing? Oh, and the amulet. The 5 new crafting plans. Though all of those slots are now extremely difficult to. Well, like if you get a rare from one of those types of weapon slots, or item slots rather, they have to just roll so heinously good to be even comparable to a terribly made crafting item that most of those item slots now are just like, oh god, it's like a barren market. And when I say that, I don't mean that there's a few of them. I mean that there's so many of them, and they're all nowhere near as good as the, craftable amulet that all that stuff on the auction house is impossible to sell. Now, on the flip side, that does mean that, trifecta amulets, for example, with your main stat of choice, are now very reasonable. Like, you can buy, for example, I bought, let me not get in the frozen. I bought this bad boy, 147 strength, trifecta, a little bit of maximum damage. That was just a couple of million gold. That's it. Which just shows, like, the economy has taken, quote-unquote, a hit, so in order to sell the item, you gotta drop it in price, otherwise people won't buy it. And, of course, that makes, in turn, selling just about any item related to that slot borderline impossible. So, yeah, amulets have to be literally outrageously good to sell now. Gloves, same thing. Trifecta gloves are now also very reasonably priced, only a few million, with your stat of choice. If you want resist all and vitality, then you're going to be paying a lot. But I certainly don't have like 100 million gold to just drop on something like that. So I do not do it. You are a dead man. Flawless square ruby. How delightful, truly delightful. No, don't run past him. Smack him in the head. Ha ha ha. Give me this. Give me this. Anybody else down here? No. Yeah, I think we're done here. Cool. Alright, onward to Zoltan Cool. Zoltan Cool. You're a schmool. You are some kind of stupid fool. I do like his achievement. Cool story, bro. Because it is a cool story. And not to date myself in Diablo years, but
I remember when Zoltan Cool was damn near impossible to kill. He would savage you over and over with the sealing rocks and the terrible meteors of fire. Oh, the aching and pain.
But yeah, no, seriously, Zoltan Cool, way back in the the earliest patches of Diablo 3, way back in May. I don't know if anyone can remember back that far, but Zoltan Cool was so retardedly hard, and all of Act 2 was literally a roadblock of epic proportions. Forget Act 3. Holy crap. Act 3 was just like stupid. The Soul Rippers would literally like one-shot you unless you had enormous amounts of resistance and, I don't know, all that other crap that you need to be survivable. Yeah. What you got? What you got, Zoltan Cool? You got nothing. Because I'm savaging you. Give me a plan. Hey! Amulet of Intelligence. Darn it. The only plans that I need are the... hey, look at that. Full inventory. Victory. The only plans I need are the shoulders. I only have the intelligence plan for shoulders. I don't have any of the plans for the other stat varieties. And I know this, and I know this, so maybe I can pawn those off on my friends. And let the rare identification begin. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hmm, 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 hmm. Oh, God. Final Fantasy VII, I miss you! I definitely still have those discs laying around somewhere. Maybe I'll do a Final Fantasy VII Let's Play. I don't really like doing walkthroughs because I never understood why I was so let's say uncomfortable using a walkthrough and something like that until a friend of mine recently was just like, dude, I don't use walkthroughs, that's kind of like cheating. And I was like, you know what? You're actually kind of right. Like, I personally think that if you can't, if you play through the game a couple of times and you absolutely cannot, oh, that's a terrible item. You absolutely cannot figure out where something is, or you need to, snag a couple of achievements that you missed or something like that. Oh, not quite. Then you can, maybe use a walkthrough to pick up whatever remaining things you didn't find. But I personally think that, your first playthrough at least should be kind of blind, because you don't really get a full experience for a game if you're constantly flicking back and forth between a walkthrough. Now, that being said, certain games are almost walkthrough required. Like if you've played something like Dark Souls or Demon Souls, yes, you can find your way, but you're gonna miss a ridiculous amount of stuff. It's not easy to do. Other games that remind me of that are in the PlayStation 2 days, the Silent Hill games and the Resident Evil games oftentimes were a wee bit on the confusing side. Is that good? No. But yeah, I don't know. I personally just don't feel like I should use a walkthrough if I can avoid it. So I normally don't. And as such, I try not to make walkthroughs either. It's kind of a tedious process, and because I don't really like to use a walkthrough in the first place, honestly, chances are I don't know where everything is. It's pretty straightforward to be able to beat a game, right through, but otherwise it's not really worth it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and craft a couple of things. What shall we make? Razor Spikes of Strength? Let's see, I haven't been able to get a resist all roll with crit chance, so I think that would be pretty beneficial for my barbarian. Although, I mean, all that he is missing on that slot is resist all, so maybe it's not necessarily worth it. The dex ones would probably be a good idea, because I don't think I've made any of those for my barbarian. Barbarian. I haven't made any of those for my demon hunter. So let's actually quickly jump on ye old demon hunter in as flagrant a color design as possible. You're all welcome for the hilarity that is the demon hunter colors. Oh, and silly me, all of my stuff is on my barbarian. Actually, before we jump back on him, what do we got? Oh, yes. Okay, so we are definitely going to make some dexterity bracers in the hopes that my demon hunter can get something good. Because he has terrible bracers right now. Terrible ones. I think they're strong arm bracers or something. Ugh. Not good. So here we go. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And then I'm out of money. What did we get? Hey! Come on. Yes. Those have to be a bit of an upgrade, right? Might lose a bunch of vitality, but a tiny resist all roll, but that's better than none. And then there's the melee damage reduction. I think that's going to be money in the bank. Oh yeah. Alrighty, so this has been another MP1 loot run with your buddy, your partner in crime, your amigo, compadre, Tino. And thanks guys for watching. So I will catch you in the next episode. We'll see you then.